welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. You know, I plan to talk to you tonight about President Obama and his executive gun action this week. But when I listened to a press conference in the wake of yet another attack on a police officer, I was furious. And one of these men has me fuming. Within hours of the shooting of Philadelphia police officer Jesse Hartnett, who was sitting alone in his police cruiser, Mayor Kenney of Philadelphia makes one of the most astounding, asinine statements that I've heard since the last time I listened to a White House press conference. Take a listen.
In no way, shape, or form does anyone in this room believe that Islam or the teaching of Islam has anything to do with what you've seen on that screen. That is abhorrent. It's terrible, and it does not represent the religion in any way, shape, or form or any of its teachings.
What? A hero sitting by himself, guarding the community in the city of brotherly love, almost assassinated by this man. And you bring your nonsense, apologetic, politically incorrect baloney to a law enforcement press conference? Hey, Mayor Kenney, in case you forgot, Philadelphia is the place where the Declaration of Independence was signed and the Constitution was written. Its location is the symbol of freedom where Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell sit. Last I checked, the First Amendment reigns supreme. Who are you to tell me what the shooter's motivations are when your own police department has a video confession of the shooter himself admitting what his motivations are?
We had the suspect upstairs, the homicide unit talked to him. Right away, he didn't have anything to say, but then he stated that he pledges his allegiance to Islamic State. He follows Allah, and that is the reason he was called upon to do this.
How dare you take the sympathy away from the victim, Officer Hartnett, and the men and women in blue under siege every day in this country by the haters, and turn it into sympathy and understanding for a different group? I don't need you to tell me or lecture me what I should be thinking because you want to suck up to the commander-in-chief. So how about you drop your liberal ideological nonsense and stop apologizing and start focusing on the threats to kill those in your department? And I don't know if you need to see an eye doctor, but the man is wearing Muslim garb. He has sworn allegiance to ISIS. He told the cops he did it for Allah and ISIS. His own mother says he's a devout Muslim. Are you stupid? And you're not alone in your stupidity. On December 17th, 70 Democrats in the House of Representatives introduced House Resolution 569. A resolution condemning violence, bigotry, and hateful rhetoric toward Muslims in the United States. Those congressmen and women resolved to express their condolences for the victims of anti-Muslim hate crimes. No mention of Christians and Jews. 2 weeks after the Islamic State-inspired massacre of Americans in San Bernardino, California. And add to that, Attorney General Loretta Lynch, within days of that massacre, expressing her greatest fear is anti-Muslim rhetoric that might lead to violence. All of this, folks, is a direct violation of the First Amendment right to free speech. Yes, offensive speech is protected. And need I remind anyone that the First Amendment reads, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of a religion or abridging freedom of speech. These folks don't seem to understand that they are violating our free speech rights under the First Amendment. Offensive speech is protected, and Congress is forbidden from promoting one religion over another. Now, I have feared for some time that Sharia law is already here. This resolution is an affront to the freedom of religion by prioritizing one over others. By the way, this resolution and the names of those who sponsored it are on my Facebook page. So, Mr. Mayor, stop mouthing off when you don't know the facts because you're pandering either to the White House and the political class that is taking us down this road. Why don't you start by offering your sympathies to Officer Hartnett, his family, and the families of those Americans killed in California? And that's my open. Tell me what you think on my Facebook page or Twitter. Hashtag Judge Jeanine. And joining me to break this all down is